Chance to make a game of it here.
Ooh, with the save, Kenny. Okay, baby. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Kenny Lala's Moments card to review today. I'm sorry that I didn't get this yesterday. The reason being was because I obviously couldn't afford the card, and I found someone just today that gave me the card. So just want to say a big thank you to you guys, because without you guys, I obviously wouldn't be able to do these play reviews. So I really do appreciate it. In regards to the price of this card, we're looking at a card that is 270 something K or 260 something K, which is a lot for an untradeable fullback card. Now, here's the thing about this card, right? If that SBC didn't have an expiry date, then these would be cool concepts of cards where you can build towards getting them, which I wholeheartedly really think that should be the case in FIFA, but it is what it is. It does have an expiry date on it. I checked it out on Footbin, and unfortunately that is the case. But whether the card is worth the price is entirely up to you guys, right? Because 260K depends on what your club looks like, what types of untradables you have, what types of value he offers to your team as a French player from League One, right? So for me personally, 260K for an untradable card is very expensive, but he is going to be a very good card for you in game, right? So let's get started with the actual review of the card. He is 5'10" with high medium work rates. He is right-footed, doesn't have the weak foot, but for a fullback, we're starting off really nicely in all fairness, right? With the anchor chemistry style, which is the right chemistry style to give him, the defending, physical, and pace boost is really nice. There's really no point in making him essentially perfect pace, because it is essential to give him that physical boost because his acceleration and sprint speed is already quite nice, right? We're looking at a card that does pass the ball really well as well, and his dribbling is not going to be that bad as a fullback. Now, obviously not going to be on the levels of Nelson Semedo, because Nelson Semedo just moves when he's on that ball because his agility and balance is higher. But this card will still dribble in a way where it'll be better, at least in my opinion, than Kyle Walker. I don't like Kyle Walker this year. Some people do. I personally hate the card. It could be because of his agility and balance not being up to par, but 75 and 79 with those specific dribbling stats and reactions, ball controls, dribbling, composure, that should be good enough for the fullback position, right? So hopefully it is in game. I do think it will be, but yeah, the thing that I like the most so far on this card is that the three main stats of pace, physical, and defending already looks really good, right? So I always tell people that you have to look at the base more than the upgrade, because a player will always play more to their base, and you can see that he specifically has 85, 85, 85, and 88 for the main defensive stats. Heading accuracy, you're clearing the ball out, right? Like, obviously it's nice to have heading accuracy, and especially with the anchor chemistry style, you're giving him that plus 10 in the heading accuracy anyways, but it's more about those four main stats being at a very good minimum amount, because if you improve it even more, he's essentially going to be a disgusting fullback, right? And then obviously with the physical boost of giving him that strength, giving him that aggression while being 5'10", it's pretty nice in game. So yeah, the way that I'm going to be lined up with Kenny Lala in game is going to look like this, because stay back while attacking is a very generic tactic, right? The thing that you have to try out with fullbacks is this, right? You have to use them on balance instructions, because you have to see what they're like attacking, and then if they do attack, you need to see what they're like transitioning back. Because as you guys know, even if you use stay back while attacking on your fullbacks, there will be times where they will attack the opposition, and if they do that and they're caught out of position, you need to see what they're like pushing back, whether their pace is good enough, whether their other stats are good enough in that general area, because stay back while attacking is a very generic thing. Most fullbacks that I use in the game, they're good in their own ways when they have specific good stats, right? So I need to try him out on balance instructions to really see what his capabilities are like when he does attack, just in case that if you use the stay back while attacking the card, just in case he actually does attack with that specific instruction. So that's what we're going to be trying out on the card today. Hopefully he plays well for us in game. Let's get it started. Maybe his physical presence would have got ahead the ball right there. I'm going to use specifically Lala to catch up to a player here. Good transition there with him.
This does look promising. Contact.
On balance instructions, he understands when he should and shouldn't attack, so I do like that about the card so far.
Pleasure to be here. Looking forward to this game. Players will be a bit nervous. I was always nervous at the start of games. It's important you get your first pass off to your colleague, maybe get a good tackle in, Settle the nerves down. Looking forward to a good game here.
Very nice defending there at Lala. Did it very well right there. Now we're going to be able to transition forward with him. He has decent pace. We can't completely run though because the mechanics don't really work that way this year. Always got to understand exactly what you need to do to open up the space in certain areas. Okay, so with balance instructions, he lingers around the general area. He understands that there's space at the top. So that's a nice thing to have. You have to be careful when you attack here now, because if he chills up there on balance instructions, we need to see what he transitions, how he transitions back, excuse me, because that'll be very important. You have to take that small little touch right there to make sure we got the angle for the near post shot. It wasn't the specific touch I wanted, but he did alright right there. Let's see if we can get this little angle right here. Oh, I wish Mbappe moved a little bit closer there. So we're going to force the ball here at Lala. I want him to make that specific run. This guy's going to commit that one player there. There we go. Get into the position. Keep going. Shot across goal. A very generic shot with him. Trying to get the header off there, and we don't get it. But, yeah, very good attacking play with him there. I can't score, man. What the shit? We got a one-player defender user, ladies and gentlemen. He just kind of like switches to the guy in the midfield. Look, he's just using that guy the entire time. So what we do against these guys is we score nice little cheeky goals against them. Oh, and it doesn't register the long pass. That's ridiculous. That would have been a really good play there too. That sucks. Let's see what's up here. Good off-the-ball movement right there. We might be able to get this. Put a little bit of pressure on him. Oh, Mbappe, you are too silky, my boy. Too silky. Oh, I love this card. I'm telling you guys this right now. Kenny Lala on balance instructions, like, he understands when he should and shouldn't push up. Like, if he understands that Neymar's playing more of a central position, he kind of likes to transition into Neymar's position and then occupy that space, which is nice because if Neymar decides to utilize the middle space, you know, it's just clogging the midfield as much as possible, and then you could just open up the space on the sides, right? And then wait for those transitioning runs from the middle on the of the outside the 18-yard box into the middle of the 18-yard box. So far, I really like his off-the-ball movement on balance instructions. It doesn't feel like a nuisance. He doesn't overcommit when he doesn't need to overcommit. And yeah, team's moving really nicely with him unbalanced. Ooh, with the save, Kenny. Okay, baby. Nice, Griezmann. Great job there. Griezmann's card, like the informed version of the card, it's nice, but it's like, I just don't like not being able to shoot with that weak foot for him. I don't know. His weak foot's not necessarily the greatest. For some reason, I love Bernardo Silva's weak foot, but there's some players that, you know, their weak foot isn't necessarily the greatest. You could see that I have to transition back on his left to make sure I have a more consistent shot there. But it obviously works out for the best. Oh, I can't believe Griezmann doesn't register anything there. I told you guys I hate this card. I told you, bro. Oh, he doesn't register anything. I was like expecting like a slide. Like, first of all, that should have been a goal. Whether it's making the pass better there or and then I concede right after. It's typical FIFA. Whether the pass should have been better or Griezmann should have taken a better shot. That was a really shitty situation. Oh, it's on his left foot. That's a GG, yeah. Yeah, guys, so final verdict on the card. I think he's really good, man. I think he's really, really good. I wish he was a high work rated player because I love to have fullbacks that are high work rated. Like, we're going to be doing a review for this Alex Telles headliner card, and man, high work rates is just a beautiful, beautiful thing to have. Yeah, attacking-wise, this card will offer you this extra presence in case you need it, but his transitioning back is not crazy good like Telos because it's not high defensive work rates, but it is really good because of his pace and his aggression and strength to be able to push back into the defensive positions is quite nice. If he had high work rates, this card would be honestly unbelievable. But generally speaking, guys, 270k is expensive, but is the card really good in game? It is. I really enjoyed using him. I wish I could get him from my own team, but I wish FIFA was formatted a certain way where 270k doesn't seem like an absurd amount if you don't do like menu content or spend money in the game, right? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really enjoyed using the card. I think you guys will too if you end up getting it. It's just 270k is... So it's a little steep. It's a little steep. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.